faith that didn't make sense. We were not employed. What were we doing? I even can't remember what we were doing. I think we were doing nothing. We were trying to struggle with some businesses that were not even putting food on the table. But we were determined, the two of us, that we have to get married. We have to wed. Because that is what we wanted. And we believed in a Father in heaven who provides silver and gold. And we made a step. We announced our wedding dates.
No, before that, when did you? There's something I've remembered. Your wedding WhatsApp group was created a year before.
Now that's the bad side or the good side of having an interview with someone.
No, tell us.
Now,
Artlist.io.
life. If it didn't work for so and so, you are not so and so. God has a new manual for your life. So first life and trust God, He will help you move on.
Wow, that is powerful. And just in connection to that, you have mentioned something about the role models breaking up. And in reality, this has costed a lot to our society. And people are really breaking up anyhowly. Number one, because they're born again. Number one, is it that they didn't hear God? Number two, what are other causes that you think might be causing this? And how can we rectify this as a society?
All right. Before I answer that question, I just remembered I didn't address a category of a fourth person who maybe is feeling marriage is not their thing because of the spiritual opposition or something. What I would say about that, if you're born again, seek help from your spiritual leader. I believe someone who is born again has someone they submit to, either a pastor, a spiritual father or something. So seek spiritual help, so that you get maybe delivered if deliverance is necessary. Yes. So
to my question now.
Your question is breakups left, right, center. And that is what the media is focusing on right now. And I would say that is an agenda of the enemy. Confidently, because why would they not focus on marriages that are working? In the whole world, you can't say
there was something like catching.
You can't say all marriages are failing. I believe there's one marriage somewhere that is working. And if there isn't, mine is working. So those camera people should focus on mine. But what I would say is you're asking about what causes the breakup, something like that. Did they not hear God or yes, the first thing I would say, maybe they didn't. You can be born again and you miss to hear God. Normally in life, we make mistakes. Not because we are not born again, but because we are born again. And we didn't hear God. Maybe God tried to warn you, but somehow you encouraged yourself and you missed it. Two, there are people who had God but still broke up. Why? Because the enemy is busy fighting marriages. The purpose of marriage is to bring the agenda of God to fulfillment or to accomplishment. But the devil is busy fighting that agenda of God. So the enemy will bring a number of issues, a lot of ways to cause breakups in marriage. So it's possible to break up. It happens, but it is also possible to make it to the end.
And there are scenarios where you find there are two parties here. When they started, they had God. They say they had God. And it reached a point where one person is not really making is just reluctant, is not trying his or her best to make this thing work out, while the other party is really struggling, because you really see this person really wants this thing to work. And you really see, because when someone, you just see what can you, because I know maybe there are people who are like that now and they are really at the verge of hearing what can really help them. So you as their elder sister, what can you tell them?
You mean someone in a relationship or someone who is married?
They are already in a relationship or even marriage.
All right.
Yeah. You can speak about the relationship and then about the marriage.
All right. Now, for the relationship, I would say if you are two in a relationship, the success of that relationships depend on the two of you. You all carry the burden. But when it reaches a point and you see your partner is maybe becoming weak or not interested anymore, the first thing one should do is to know why. Know why. Before you assume that maybe they don't want me or I'm not good enough or something, know why they are doing that. And to know why, sit this person down. I believe those who are dating are friends. Sit them down, talk to them, know where the problem is. Maybe someone is depressed and you don't know. So after knowing the why, now you can find a way of solving the issue. And you can solve it by talking out, the two of you, engaging a third party, or I would advise when dating, work with a couple, work with someone who has gone ahead of you, so that when you can't solve it, the two of you, you can solve it with the help of your mentor or the people working with you. And I would add, when you see your partner not interested on anymore, you can also gauge spiritual support. By this I mean pray for them. Ask God to help them. As believers, there are times we grow weary, but the Bible says He renews our strength. So pray for them that God would renew their strength. And if you try all possible ways, both physical ways and spiritual ways, and you see still things are not working, to me I would say that is a red card. Maybe this person has seen someone better. Maybe they have just another reason that makes them feel it cannot work. So if you force them into marriage with that mindset, still they will not be interested in marriage. Yes, so that's what I would say. And for them that are already in marriage, you feel your partner is not doing so well the way you started, but you both had God, I would really advise on the spiritual part. Pray for your partner, encourage them, read the word of God together, and yes, just like the relationship, seek to know why your partner is not the way they are. Maybe they are facing an attack. Maybe they are going through a depression. Maybe there's some financial problems. Maybe it is health issues. Maybe back at their home, the parents are not fine. Like, you see, some small issues can affect how we relate with each other. So the main thing is know why this person is doing what they are doing, and how can you help them.
Wow, that is powerful. So I think that one may sort someone. Another question that is coming to my mind is, there is a challenge that happens most of the time with youths or with the people at the verge of getting married, or sometimes they even find themselves in marriages where someone is a Christian and another person is an unchristian, or they are both Christians but they have different denominations, and sometimes it brings a lot of problems. In connection with that, it can even be tribal issue. So maybe you can just say something concerning at least the three of them differently, so that in case there is someone who is passing through that, they can get something that can help them to start off.
All right. So the first one is two people here. One is born again, one is not born again. Let me start with that. I would advise people who want to get married and who are serious in life to have common beliefs. It's either the two of you are born again or you are not. It is so hard to walk a journey unless the two of you agree. And I really don't understand how a born again and an unborn again fellow will cope up in marriage, because you have different beliefs. A born again person believes that they should go to a kesha on Friday.
Yes.
And an unborn again person believes they should go to a bar on a Friday. So I'm not sure how these two people will work together, or will talk and agree on a common thing to do. So for me, I would advise a no for that. Because we are not Jesus. The born again cannot say, I will take the unborn again and help them get saved. That is not possible or practical. So for that, I would automatically say a no. And the second category are two people who are born again, but they are from different denominations. Someone who is truly born again doesn't care about denominations. You see, denominations are just names of buildings or structures. For example, someone goes to Life Church, another person goes to Redeemed Gospel. And these two people are born again. These two people have had God, this is my partner to spend life with the rest of my life. It is possible for the two people to relate or to court till marriage. Now, the issue comes after marriage. When you are dating, plan so that in marriage you will submit under one authority. And by that I mean you will choose either you both fellowship in Redeemed Gospel or you both fellowship in Life Church, so that you work from a common source. You are fed with the same knowledge. If my husband believes that we should enter the church while our backs are facing inside, that is the same thing I should believe in for us to work together. But if I go to Redeemed Gospel and there they teach the opposite of what they teach my husband in the other church, then we'll have a problem agreeing somewhere. Because I'll come after Sunday service and tell them that the pastor said we sacrifice and I want to give our land. And for him, their pastor said sacrifice is manipulation. It is blackmail. So you see, tutapigana mahali. So it is okay to date from different denominations, but as you near marriage, agree on a common denomination.
That is powerful.
Yes.
Okay. What of the cultural difference?
All right. The third one was cultural difference. And maybe tribe. I would say that's a non-issue of believers. People may have problems with, don't marry from this tribe, don't marry from this tribe. Those are beliefs. But we, the children of God, we are all sons of God. And if you believe, God said your partner is a Maasai person, and maybe you are a Luya, go for it. That is what God has for you. Don't look for what will my parents say. It's okay, your parents have a say, but they don't have a say above what God says. It's okay, your friends have a say, but they don't have a say above what God says. So my main point is, did God say he is your partner or she is your partner?
Okay, I say nikawa content inanikosha hapa. So another question that has raised a lot of concerns and a lot of debates, and maybe you would like to hear your point of view, is this issue of waiting, like not having sex until marriage, living a holy life and all that. I know there are people that say it is a lie. As much as you are sure you're going to get married, there is no need of waiting. Another like that, I know maybe you have heard of them, but there are a lot of arguments concerning this. So you as a person, I know you have dated and now you're married, and of course you're born again, so you should not lie to us or try to make the debate nice. But just from the concept of what you are understanding and your knowledge, can you speak about this?
Okay. Now, this is a nice one. You want me to tell you if it is possible or
and
not
is it
possible?
That is number one. Number two, how can we make it possible as a generation that is in 2022 and all that
Yes.
upcoming one?
I would start by strongly saying yes, it is possible. I dated from 2016 to 2019, around 3 years.
Yeah.
And I was born again. My husband was born again. We didn't have sex before marriage.
Yeah.
The first time we had sex was after we were married. So I'm saying it's possible from my own testimony.
Yeah.
I don't know about others, because out there people go say, watu wanajidanganya, it is not possible. But I would say it is possible.
Yeah.
How?
Yes. How did you? Now let us not even say how do you think. How did you achieve it?
How did I achieve
That is a good question now.
How did I achieve it? I have to admit, it is not easy.
Yeah.
You will not just walk through it.
Yeah.
It is not easy. One, you love this person.
Yes.
Love has feelings, and they are very strong before you get married.
Yeah.
You always feel you want to be with this person. You want to have a nice time with them. But kuna ka restriction mahali of being born again.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing that I would say helped me as Anne is prayer.
Yeah.
I'm one person who I believed in my mind I was so weak to fall in for sex. And I would tell God, Mungu tunisaidie juu this thing I have to make it. And I'm born again, and you see, I valued my salvation because of how I'd walked with God for some time. I would tell God to help me through the journey. Just being vulnerable to God. In one way or another, He releases His grace. I can't explain how God helps people, but in one way or another, He helps.
He helps when you are vulnerable.
When you are vulnerable to Him. Number two, mindset. Yeah. Very important. If you set it in your mind that I'll not do it, I will not. Most of the things that we do are already in our mind.
Yeah, true.
And you see this brother as a husband to be, not a husband. Yeah. Number three, from a lady's point of view, because I'm a lady, have your standards. Yeah. Just set some normal standards, and God will use them to help you. Yeah. One of the things that I really strive for is not spending in the same house. Yeah. It is so tempting, very, very, very tempting. So one of the measures that you can put is not spending in the same house together. Yeah. And if you have to, which I really don't advocate for, be in a company of people. Maybe you are having a bash or a sleepover somewhere as a group of people, but not the two of you. You will fall before you realize it. The other thing I would say is work with accountability partners. Work with people who are dating. Be open to each other. Speak. Mwambie, do you experience this thing? Yes, I do. How did you do it? Like, share out. You can borrow from each other. Number three, sorry, I think it's number five. I've even lost the count. Submit to an authority. Yeah. Let an authority know you are dating. Let your pastor know, now that we are born again, let your pastor know that you are dating a lady. Let your pastor know that you have a boyfriend. Yeah. By the fact that they know, hiyo tu, hata kama hawako, kunako kafia tu, because you are accountable to someone and an authority that you can't lie to. Yes. I believe our viewers don't lie to their pastors. That you can't lie to. And just having that covering. Another authority that you can maybe go to is your parents. Yeah. After you've dated and maybe you've reached a point where you can introduce your partner to be your husband or wife to be to your parents, it is also a cover. So that you remain serious and work to the end. And lastly, above all that we've said, above laying principles, above submitting to your pastor or parents or working with accountability partners, purpose to honor God. That's so easy. Ukiamua kwa roho yako nataka kuheshimu Mungu, you will do what it takes to honor God. Now that reminded me of something I went through, and maybe it may be of help to someone. I dated, before I dated my husband now, I was in a relationship before. And in that relationship, we really struggled with the sexual matters. And on my side, I was really struggling from within. I was feeling, no, I shouldn't do this before I get married. But unfortunately, I know my partner may view this, my ex may view this.
So you have an ex.
May view this, but I'm saying I was uncomfortable. For them, I don't want to declare for them whether they were comfortable or not. And that made me to feel it can't work out. If I can't honor God now, I don't think in marriage we will honor God. So I decided to find my way out. And it worked good for me, I say. And it worked good for him.
And then next time you know even how things fail, and you can now know I won't do this again because it is what caused it.
And it worked well for me. It worked well for him as well, because I believe I saved also a destiny from doing things that are not godly. So if you feel somehow, find a way.
So I just want you to make it clear. For example, if you are dating, you are really trusting God for marriage, then you somehow you find yourself having sex with your partner before marriage. What can you advise such a person? And you say you had you had God, and now this is happened.
Which advice do I give there? That is so trapping.
But there are many.
It is so trapping because I don't want to make a rule for people that when you fall in sexual sin, you should do 1, 2, 3,
but at
4.
least
But yes, it may happen. I don't deny. But please let it not happen.
But what if it happens? Because we can't just, because one side, this is also a. So what if?
If it happens, God give me an answer for this. If it happens, 1, accept. It has happened. Don't deny. 2, approach a spiritual authority. I believe in solutions that come from God. And God give us solution. One of the ways is through our spiritual authorities. Walk to your pastor, explain to them what happened. I believe from there, based on how that thing happened, they will give a solution. Either you are raped, either the two of you agreed, or one person of you is not born again. One of you is not born again. So from such perspectives, you report, the spiritual authority will give you the direction forward. Yes, I really don't have.
I think that is powerful because I know there are a number of them, and they are like, because the people I meet and the way they insist and the way already the guy has, like, mostly I meet ladies. So the guy amejitoa because maybe guys have a lot of expectations on ladies, and maybe you just think unataka kwenye msichana anaweza kuamilia kitu, you just think there is something that has happened here. So the guy mwenyewe amejitoa, but the lady
anashikilia
na kuna hizo memory serious, and you're like, hey, there is a connection here, this is not even normal.
Yes, now let me comment on what you are saying. The reason as to why ladies wanashikilia and they don't want to leave. Ladies, when we have sex, we feel used. And after being used, you feel like this person has known me. Now, if I walk away, they are walking with an image of who I am. How watu washachukua a part of me, and maybe he's going with it. I feel wasted. I've slept with this guy. Again, I'm going to sleep with another guy. So let me just hold on here, nifunikie, so that isilipuke.
Yes.
But you see, now that lands us to another problem.
Yeah.
The other problem is this guy may misuse you because they think you're vulnerable. You can go nowhere. It is okay, you've been used. Accept, forgive yourself, and ask God to forgive you. If the Lord forgives you, it doesn't matter who will use that information and for what purpose. You are forgiven.
And even they will not be faithful in marriage because you are not faithful in your dating life. So it is much of importance kabisa for people to respect themselves, because number one, this is a journey. You don't know where it will end. Number two, even if you get married, because you're not getting married because you had God of the conviction and love. You are getting married of the situation. I think that is so much important too. That we should not get married because of the situation. We should get married because we started this journey and this is what God wanted from us.
Yes, and to finish on that, if someone cannot wait when you two are dating, trust me, my sister, my brother, they'll not wait even if you're married.
True.
Because people think when you get married, you'll be having sex like every minute, every hour, every day. No, there are days when your partner may be on a journey. Your partner may go abroad for a month. What will happen if they didn't wait when you are dating? What tells you that when they are in USA for 1 month, they'll wait? So if someone is not able to wait in relationship, that's a red flag. Seek help.
So what is coming out from what you have explained, waiting, it's not just a condition from the Bible or a punishment for Christian virtue, but from your explanation, it is coming out clear that it is a way of helping these two souls. Just in case of anything, everyone is clean here. In case of anything, uko mbele, hakuna blame. You are like, if you waited for 2 years, why now? So it is for our good, because the Bible says that everything that God does, it's for our good. So I think we also should take it in that perspective. That's your prison, your Christianity.
It's not a prison.
It is for us. It is for us. It is for us. What I think I like that point of discussion kabisa. And another thing, there's something that also causes a lot of challenges in youth. Number one, these people, they have really waited God. They really want to honor God from their perspective, from everything. But it reaches a point, there is a notion that has been made that if you are born again, lazima uende. So it reaches a point whereby these people, hakuna do. Like hakuna do kabisa. Wamengoja miaka 3. They don't know how to go about it. They also sasa wameshindwa kungoja tena, and you find them even moving out of church, joining another church yenye watu hawajui, then wanaanza kuishi. So what is it really a must for someone to wed if he's born again and they're dating rightly, or what is the way out?
It is a must for someone to marry right. I don't want to mention it is a must to wed or not, but it is a must for someone to marry right. And by marrying right, I mean you marry in the presence of God, in the presence of witnesses, so that your marriage will prosper. Lay your marriage foundation on the altar of God. And laying a marriage on an altar doesn't mean a wedding. Everyone has their version of what a wedding is. Someone thinks a wedding is a 5 million gathering of people and the two of you. Another person thinks a wedding is a 20 gathering of people and the two of you, like during the corona time. Someone believes that's a wedding. The other person believes coming to a Sunday service and being prayed for is a wedding. So all these definitions are right. A wedding is a celebration to define that of the two people getting married. But marry right. If you don't have money, organize a small event. Have your rings with you. Have your pastor. Have your parents. And a few witnesses that you feel comfortable with. And just be prayed for and start living in the right way. If you have a lot of money, make a big wedding, and celebrate in the presence of God. If you don't have money and you are a man or a woman of faith, trust God for money and do the dream wedding that you want.
Okay, in line with that,
yes,
because I know your story, and there is someone who is a woman and a man of faith somewhere,
yes,
and they're like, you see, faith is activated when you hear someone's testimony.
Yes.
I just want you to share with us briefly how your wedding happened, because I know you went ahead. I know I was a witness in your wedding, so just share with them briefly, maybe financial, because you're financial in a hunger challenge, how yours happened, just to activate someone's faith who is at the verge of making the wrong turn when it's just almost there.
Wow, thank you for being a witness in my wedding. Someone please don't make a wrong turn because you don't have money. That is me and my husband, then we had a crazy faith. Faith that didn't make sense. We were not employed. What were you doing? I even can't remember what you were doing. I think we were doing nothing. We were trying to struggle with some businesses that were not even putting food on the table. But we were determined, the two of us, that we have to get married. We have to wed. Because that is what we wanted. And we believed in a Father in heaven who provides silver and gold. And we made a step. We announced our wedding dates.
No, before that, when did you... There's something I've remembered. Your wedding WhatsApp group was created a year before.
Now that's the bad side or the good side of having an interview with someone.
No, tell us.
Now, when we started dating with my husband, I think we were just so much focused. We were overdoing things. But we believed in each other. We believed in each other we'll get married. And we really desired to get married. Now, for my sake as Anne, where I'm born, no one has ever wedded. And growing up as a young lady, I really loved people in gowns. I just wanted to be there. And so, the first condition that I had, please don't use this condition, is that someone who married me must wed me. That you have money or not.
So that is the first qualification before hearing God.
After hearing God. So, tukaanza kupendana, and I think I'm the one who formed that WhatsApp group. I can't remember where.
Sisters,
and added my boyfriend there. And then we were there, and you see my boyfriend doesn't like chatting, so maybe I would post things there. Myself and all that. But maybe believed he would wed. I have some little faith in God. And now back to where I was. We announced our wedding date, 7th December
2019.
And we had nothing, completely nothing. And people discouraged us. It is important to mention that to someone who may be receiving discouragement. People discouraged us, both from outside and inside. From our inner circle, and we mean inner, and the outside circle. And the only people who believed in us is me and my husband, the two of us. We believed in ourselves. Tulikuwa tunajichocha in faith. And we started planning our wedding. We had a WhatsApp group for the committees and all that. And our friends tried their best to support us. And we got so little money. Until the committee tried thinking of changing the wedding plans, not the dates, but how, what to cook and everything. But even in that situation, we still had faith in God. Like, kuna tuka grace kana kujanga special when you trust in God. I can't explain that grace. And a week to our wedding, we had still nothing. We had less. We had less. And a week, I mean now the coming Saturday is our wedding, and there's still nothing. And a pastor led us to a caterer, a service provider who was to do the cooking, the decor for our wedding. And luckily, not luckily, in a godly way, that was not luck, we really labored.
God manifested.
Yes, God manifested and used our service provider to prepare us meals and decorations with his own money. From his pocket.
Now, when does this come through? This a week after, 2 days? Because sometimes we wait and we're like, God, it's just 1 week. So huyu provider come through lini?
Oh, all right. We got that testimony after our wedding. The service provider, the last day on a Friday, and tomorrow is on a Saturday, our wedding day. He was called by the committee and told that we have to change our plans because of the money that we have. We have to cook something different and all that. And I believe the committee was right, because what would they have done with that little money? That is the best they could do. And then, yes, and the service provider said it's okay, and he left. So it is the service provider was giving us that testimony after our wedding. So when he was doing his calculations and shopping for the wedding, food, cake and whatever, something came to his mind and he said, mimi siwezi fanya vitu zaibu. That is the term that he used. Mimi siwezi fanya vitu zaibu. Akachomoa pesa kwa mfuko yake. And he bought extra things added to what he was given. Hakufanya ndio tumlipe baadaye. He did it for God.
No, that is the manifestation.
That is where faith came through for us. So if you are someone who believes in crazy faith, go ahead. God will come for you even the last minute. If you are someone who believes this is not my thing, go for a simple wedding. Just do a gathering, but don't pressurize yourself.
And even your partner, because sometimes
your partner,
one pressures the other.
Yes, it is an agreement. Like the two of us, we were an agreement that we have to push this thing to come to pass. I tell you, we spent nights in church praying for this wedding to manifest the way we had seen God showing us it will manifest. Yes.
That is powerful. Anyway, is well addressed at a personal perspective. Maybe just in case of any viewer, he or she has something to ask, they can make it in the comment section, and we will try our best to do another video to answer those questions. So another question before we conclude, or before you give your parting shot. There is something that is always a challenge somewhere. You hear guys speaking or ladies speaking, and they're like, personally I can't tell my next, because maybe they're dating someone and they have dropped out, and they say, if I meet another person, I won't share my past. Or you see, sometimes people share their past, and that sharing causes breakup because someone feels that it is so heavy to carry. So number one, I want to ask you, is it right for the two friends who are working together to share with their friends their past? That is number one. Number two, at what, if yes, then at what point? And what if the past of one partner is so heavy and it reaches a point of affecting another partner? What can you advise such a scenario?
Okay. I would start by saying it's okay to share your past with the person who think they can marry you, so that they know who they are working with. For example, if you have a baby, but maybe you gave birth hapo nyuma, usimfiche. Tell your partner, but you're interested to work with me. This is how I have lived my past. This is the product of my past. Are you ready to work with me the way I am to your destiny? Because now I'm part of your life forever. Na hii mzigo yangu yote. Are you able to carry it? That gives someone a clear and genuine picture of who you are. So wakiamua kukupende wakupende. If they want, it is still okay. But most of the time, people try to hide some bad things so that they be accepted, and maybe they try to hide them for life. It is not possible to hide anything for life.
Yeah, more so you.
This person will accept you, and in your heart you won't have peace. That is why.
Yeah.
You will know huyu jamaa namdanganya. And to maintain that lie, you will keep lying.
Yeah.
You keep lying. Maybe you had a guy, you dated, you broke up, and you've not told this person. Maybe because the person was their friend.
Yeah.
And you don't tell them. And later in life, the ex maybe texts you and tells you something off, and then you want to explain to your husband or wife who this is. You will still lie here. The next time something happens and your partner now will not trust you, they'll be like, hapana. So it is okay to tell someone who you are. If they want to love you, it's okay. If they don't want to love you, that's right. Yes. What was the other question?
What if a point whereby the past of one partner is affecting the other?
Yes. All right. What will bring the past of one person to affect the other is one, if you hid them about your past when you are starting dating. Ulificha, kuambia. So you are telling them later, and they are feeling like, no, I don't think this is the person I saw. I don't think this is the person I wanted. For example, my case, when I was starting to date my husband, I told him all my negative past to discourage him of how bad I am. Fortunately, he was able to bear that. And from that day till date, there are things I tell him and he's not surprised because he has a background idea of who I am. Someone may be overwhelmed by your past. Maybe if I've said one, if you didn't say it earlier enough, and two, maybe if kama kiatak tu ya relationship ama marriage, somehow some things. For example, you as ladies, maybe you aborted and you told someone, mimi nisha abort mara mbili, and they tell you it's okay. I forgive you. God has forgiven you. I'm ready to walk with you. And later in marriage, ushinde kupata mtoto. Your partner may be tempted to think that it is the abortion you did.
And maybe you didn't do it only twice.
Yes, only twice. And they may feel they cannot cope up with this. Now, for such a case, you need to handle it with help. Maybe you talk the two of you. Look for another partner and engage God. Kwa sababu shetani anaweza chukua hii kitu magnify kwa pastor wako. But maybe that is not what it is. But the fact that you said earlier gives you an easy ground to sort out this issue. So it is okay. People feel overwhelmed. We are human beings. It is okay. Your partner may feel overwhelmed. But just talk, trust God for a way out, and seek help where necessary.
Wow, I believe that is so helpful, and someone is getting help somewhere. So just as we conclude this video, I just want you to give your parting shot in line with what you have been talking about this time.
All right. Thank you. To our viewers, I would say that marriage is a beautiful thing, and I pray to God this will enter our minds and stick there. It doesn't matter if your past didn't work. It doesn't matter if people around you, their marriages are not working. It doesn't matter if your parents' marriage didn't work. You are a different person. You are a unique person. You have your own manual from God. So child of God, get up, wear your crown, jichoche, and trust God, and give it the best shot. And while dating the born again, please just purpose to honor God, and it will work. Next time, till we meet again.
Wow, thank you so much, guys. That was Anne, Mama Benalo. Mama Benalo, thank you so much for accepting to come to our channel. I know sikuitangi hivyo, but I feel like calling you that so that people, our viewers know that you are not just a sister, but you are a mother too, and you are speaking from a heart of a mother, and that is why she has created a time to come. And I believe that the information she has given us will take us to another level. It is a plus to where you are today. Maybe you are planning to start dating, maybe you have struggled in this journey, maybe you are there and you're feeling that things are not working out. I believe that if you watch this video to the end, you must have something that will help you to push as you get another solution for your journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. To our guests who have already subscribed, we want to say thank you so much for being part of us. You know that you're the reason why every time we wake up to go and get guests on for you, so that you can get the right information. And for the new people that have just passed by our channel, we want to thank you and just appreciate you for coming across our channel. We just request you that you may subscribe and click the notification bell at the corner, so that anytime we upload the video, you may be the first person to receive a notification. Otherwise, thank you so much, and may God bless you even as you continue with your daily activities. Be blessed, and bye-bye.
Artlist.io